Infrared satellite loop over the tropical disturbance near Hispaniola on Friday morning. NASA, by Brian McNoldy August 31 at 11:16 a.m. The tropical Atlantic Ocean, which had been silent, continues to show new signs of life. A disturbance is expected to affect Florida and the Gulf Coast this weekend into early next week, and Tropical Storm Florence is close to forming in the eastern Atlantic. Florida Gulf Coast disturbance. The tropical wave over the central Atlantic Ocean that we've been watching all week is now centered near Hispaniola. It remains disorganized, and the model forecasts do not indicate much development to occur. However, by Sunday evening into Labor Day, this wave will reach the Florida peninsula and bring breezy conditions and plenty of rain. Then once it enters the Gulf of Mexico, it could get slightly better organized and impact the northern Gulf Coast between Tuesday and Thursday. 1 week rainfall forecast valid from Friday morning through next Friday morning. National Weather Service, at this time, it appears unlikely it will attain even tropical storm strength, so wind and storm surge will not be the threats, just potential flooding from prolonged heavy rain. Possible Florence in eastern Atlantic much farther east, near the Cabo Verde Islands west of Africa. Potential Tropical Cyclone 6 also remains disorganized, but is expected to become Tropical Storm Florence very soon. A tropical storm warning is in effect for the islands, where the National Hurricane Center warns of 4 to 8 inches of rain, life-threatening flash floods, and tropical storm-force winds for the southern islands. The last time the islands had to deal with a tropical storm or hurricane was when Hurricane Fred plowed across the islands exactly 3 years ago. Visible satellite image of PTC-6, pre-Florence, near the Cabo Verde Islands. EUMETSAT. The system is forecast to strengthen and possibly reach hurricane strength in several days. At least through the middle of next week, it is not a threat to land. National Hurricane Center. The term potential tropical cyclone refers to a tropical disturbance that is not yet a tropical depression storm, but will likely bring watch or warning-worthy conditions to an area in the near future. The National Hurricane Center introduced this product last year to accommodate systems that develop and intensify near land. Florence would be the season's 6th named storm. On average, the 6th named storm forms on September 6. A year ago, Irma had rapidly intensified from a tropical storm to a Category 3 hurricane way out in the far eastern Atlantic. Fortunately, future-Florence's forecast track does not look anything like Irma's. Looking out to the end of next week, long-range models hint at a continued active period for the Atlantic as easterly waves march off the African coast. In the simulation from the European model below, valid in a week from now, Florence is in the central Atlantic, while 2 additional wave storms can be seen west of Africa. 7-day forecast from the ECMWF. TropicalTidbits.com. After Florence, the next 2 names on this year's list of storms are Gordon and Helene. Gordon was introduced to the lists in 1994, replacing 1988's Gilbert, which was retired. Helene is still an original name from 1982.